Hey. Thought I told you guys to settle down. Don't make me call the cops.
He is the cops, dude.
Hey, Dad, I got an idea. If my brother bowls 3 strikes in a row, he buys a round of drinks. If he can't, we'll leave.
He's really good. We forgot to tell you.
You know, if you were going off to war, I would do the patriotic thing. Buy you a drink, invite you back to my place.
I don't know how we ever broke up. You're so charming.
I got a business plan for a fleet of food trucks.
What you know about running a business?
Lots. I actually read books. You read like magazines like Guns and Ammo.
Callahan. Go on.
Tell me, Slam Ben Daly's heading to Europe. In fleeing the
I'll find him.
Look at me! Look at me!
I don't think you deserve this sentence.
You mean I don't deserve 25 years for defending myself?
I'm sorry, Cal. Our hands are tied. You know we all think his sentence is unfair.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how to be your dad.
I didn't need you to be my dad. I just needed you to be my brother.
I'm gonna break him out.
Cal, what are you talking about, man?
I don't need anything from you guys. I wanted to let you know.
Talk to him. I listen to you.
We're worried about you. I can pull it off.
Bring him back to me.
This isn't how we do things. This is how we do things. He's out.
What are you talking about? He's out?
We're gonna make this work. The plan stays the same.
What is going on?
This is insane.
It's not working, man.
You're going to get caught.
No!
So it begins. I believe there are answers in the sky. Up there is where I have found the greatest happiness.
Gentlemen, to predict the weather could save hundreds of thousands of lives.
We are scientists, not fortune tellers.
You'll get your chance. They'll realize your worth.
I think they know my worth quite well enough.
Prove them wrong, Jones.
I'm a really good aeronaut. I want to use what I'm good at.
Women don't belong in balloons. And she makes such a show of herself.
Miss Wren, I need to make studies of the air.
I'm not a coachman for hire.
You are the only person who could fly us higher than anyone has ever been. So will you?
So it begins.
Don't you wish to be up there with them?
Some reach for the stars. Some push others towards them.
We're about to get wet.
Is this balloon not the strongest it's ever been?
Even so, it can't fight the weather.
Hold on!
I have a feeling they're not coming back.
We're traveling into an unknown.
Stay alive.
Take my hand!
Do you know the Beatles?
Yes, I know who they are.
Of course you do.
Eleanor Rigby.
Who?
Eleanor Rigby.
No, I don't know her.
You know, Yellow Submarine. Da-dum-dum-dum.
Yellow Submarine. That's silly. It's very funny. You've been one of my harshest critics. The way you live is a criticism. Your shoes are a criticism.
You don't like my shoes?
Cuando tenga la tierra, sembraré las palabras
You think you know better?
que mi padre.
We are no longer part of this world.
You know, the hardest thing is to listen, to hear his voice. God's voice.
Cuando tenga la tierra, te lo juro, semilla. Nuestro día.
It's not me who needs to be satisfied. It's 1.2 billion believers.
Science! You know, there's a saying, God always corrects one Popeye, presenting the world with another Popeye. I should quite like to see my correction.
Every film is a product of its time and tells you something about the time it was made. There's a special status that comes to some films that lodge in the audience's collective imagination. Alien is certainly one of those films.
Alien is a radical break with science fiction and that sanitized view of space.
Hans Rudy Giger's images, they were sexual, mechanical, biological, and Ridley Scott was a gift from the gods.
Ridley wasn't certain how that was going to happen. All this innards of a cow and the blood.
That was Ridley wanting this to connect to the phobias that come from our ancient past.
They were all thinking about this as more than a science fiction adventure in the future.
There is a commentary in there about what we're doing as human beings.
Questions of where did life come from? What does it mean to be human?
One scratch from global disaster.
It's about those monsters outside the movie theater. It's haunting.
Alien was talking about something that we're still not comfortable addressing.
And now, the benevolent, the magnificent, and the extremely dignified.
After you've sent out the invites and everyone comes to the party, I want you to make sure that the doors to the hall are locked from the outside. While I figure out how to murder every single one.
Let's go to Purgeville, right now.
What is that?
The party. To purge all violence from the kingdoms.
The stupidest idea I've ever heard.
Is that so?
Let's go conquer the 8 kingdoms.
Where do women of your physique come from?
The hills of Beverly.
Who wants to see a magic trick?
You're gonna get rid of all those people tonight. I don't care how you do it. You drown them in the moat. Feed them to the little beasties of the forest. Use your imagination, will you, man?
How am I supposed to get famous now?
You want to be in any more books or TV shows? Y'all better stop killing each other.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession. Don't you agree?
You know, it was just supposed to be me and you going away this weekend.
This is a good town with good people.
Whatever you do, don't go into the workshop.
There were Mothman in the house.
This is a hell of a predicament we found ourselves in. I used to be a salesman. I could read people. Now, I'd like to take a stab at selling you. Judging by the broke-down car and the sorry state of my front door, I'd say both of you are on the lam.
Everybody get down! Next stop, Florida!
How'd I do?
That was amazing. I feel like I might be able to read people just like that. I'm gonna try right now. Your clothes look expensive, and this is a pretty house. But you know what I think the most telling thing about you is?
Come on, baby, there's nothing down here.
It's the little girl you got chained up in the basement.
We're taking her with us. All right, you're free. Come with us.
Sooner or later, someone's gonna come looking for you, too.
But there's still time.
You're a bad boy!
Oh, baby. Oh, I thought I lost you.
Don't sit here and tell me you don't wish you never went down those stairs.
So, are you guys gonna kill us, or,
After 9/11, everyone was scared.
Possible hijacked plane.
Scared it might happen again.
Obvious terrorist attack.
It was my second day of grad school. Next day, I changed all my classes to national security.
Morning, Dan.
Morning, Senator.
Have you seen the story today in the New York Times?
Evidently, the CIA destroyed tapes of interrogations of Al-Qaeda detainees.
I want to find out what was on the tapes, why they were destroyed.
No paper.
Paper is a way of getting people in trouble at our place.
At our place, paper's how we keep track of laws. Last night I found this. He's detainee number 24. Have you guys used this thing before?
No, we watched your video.
They waterboarded him 183 times. Everything they got from him was either a lie or something they already had.
If it works, why do you need to do it 183 times?
Maybe when the report comes out, people will finally see that.
I vehemently disagree with the narrative here.
The United States does not torture.
Dan, you need to be careful here.
They can't destroy the documents. They can go after the next best thing. You.
They claim they saved lives, but what they really did was make it impossible to prosecute a mass murderer, because if what we did to him ever came out in a court of law, the case is over. The guy planned 9/11.
We will not allow this to be covered
The
up.
intent is to gain intel, save American lives.
History is written by the victors.
We need to change our approach.
How is that even ethical?
Nothing could be further from the truth.
Democracy is messy.
If the Times had your report,
We would print it tomorrow.
No. If it's going to come out, it's going to come out the right way.
No, 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 no! And cut! Tail mark. And marker.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her.
What am I being arrested for? What am I being arrested for, huh? You think you're hot? Because you don't know how good I am at what I do.
I see you. Concentrate real hard. Be a 12-year-old.
Pie fight. Ugh.
It's not a pie fight.
Think it through. What's your mother got a job for?
Just in case.
In case what?
I don't
In case you fail. In case it don't work out. Yes, man. She's filling your head full of fear. I pump you full of strength. Because we're on a team, and I know you got what it takes. You're a star, and I know it. That's why I'm here. I'm your cheerleader, honey boy.
Don't need to talk about my dad.
Good take, good take. You did it, you did it. Good job, everybody.
My dad's not the reason I drink. He's the reason I work.
I'm getting it.
Come here, come here. Child lighter laws!
I'm so tired, but I know I'll make it with you by my side.
You have good instincts.
I have good instincts?
Yeah, you
I got
have
rodeo
good
clown instincts, so I could never make it in Hollywood.
You could if you started when I did.
How do you think it feels to have my son paying me? How do you think that feels?
You wouldn't be here if I didn't pay you.